touch them and quickly. Enough!
I'll try to be merciful. Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
We must fight them. Let's do it quickly.
Come and get it. You forced our hand.
No comfort shall be given.
Lift down yourself.
Now you fall.
You forced our hand.
Wild creatures ahead. Back!
Push them back. All right, battle it is then. Watch out! Absolute violence is a solution. Sometimes.
The path of right.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too. That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Yes? Well, here I am. What is meant by someone like me? Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on. Yes? Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think. Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Olin banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Duncan wanted to reclaim the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak, and perhaps we'll uncover evidence to restore my family's honour along the way. Nobody's been to Soldier's Peak since the Grey Wardens were banished, but I found a way. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous. Will you help me? 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what?
Indeed.
Blast and
Yes.
damnation.
Indeed.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I, should probably have told you earlier. I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Al Eamon exactly? No, I'm not his son. I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Al Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose. Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry. Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Al Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me. Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming. I think so, yes. This news we've heard about him being sick disturbs me, though. I wonder if we won't discover that Loghain has come to the same conclusion as we have. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens. Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
beast is this? Now we do battle.
Wipe them out! Run, you I tried to be merciful. You should run while you can.
Back!
You're trying to die!
Alright, that's it! Very well. There is no glory in bloodshed! Very well.
Let's make this quick. Make a preserve us. I'll try to be merciful. All right,
Careful.
battle it is then.
Oh, this should be...
It's a fine thing we've done! Be careful now! Shall be done.
Defend yourself.
We must fight. Let us do it quickly.
Let's end this. Let's make this quick. Brilliant.
It is begun. Best be wary.
Be careful.
Very well. It has begun. No quarter shall be given.
I'll try to be merciful. You should run while you can.
If you were more careful, that wouldn't happen. Ugh.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly. This is no stop on a traveler's journey. We have neither an inn for you to rest in nor bread to share. I suggest you move on. I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see. You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra. You may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve. Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan. I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanai. Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang. That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish. You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and if that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather... It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten. No. The ones from this forest, however. Go on, then.
It has begun.
Underanitation, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two? I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true? How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought. Better for our people, yes. Elves are not the same as your kind. Our souls are more... fragile. Is that the right word? It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they did to ours? I see. That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like but you don't need me to quote poetry to you. I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the... I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from. Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him. He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand. My parents were servants to a human merchant whose care... I was the only survivor, just a young girl. It was. Though long years of I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. As
hello? I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I suppose there's no harm in it. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina. She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. You are... So you would get a pelt from me? Why would you do then?
How do they move these things through the forest? Do the trees just get out of their way, or what?
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you. But I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. We are banned from entering the forest. That is a tale I am not sure. It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was... Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her.
What are you doing? You...
No, Master Ferrothorn,
You're not smelting ore like... And now then, please forgive my distraction. In truth, the Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you... That would please me.
Do this.
What do you wish
that.
of me?
Oh, I beg your... My name is Alora. They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravan. In return, it's the herder's job. I can find no wound. I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful. And? What do you think? I am glad you attempted it regardless. No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me. I know. It was kind of you to try. No. That would not be right. It is my duty. As both Master Herder and as... If you must.
What is it?
I shall do it. Very well.
Ah, more forests. And here I thought I had left the wilds behind for good.
I shall do it.
What do you need?
As you say, it is begun. Watch out!
Oh, this should be fun.
Have you no concern for your own existence?
Yes, again.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish sent a human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony. Do you take us for fools? We know you come from their camp outside the forest. No doubt the old keeper himself sent you. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered. Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk. We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. You know nothing, do you? Nothing of... Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed. I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat.
Shall be done.
There is no
glory in bloodshed! It is begun. As you say. I shall do it. Back! Damn you! No quarter shall be given.
It's your time to die!
Don't give them the advantage!
Alright, battle it is then.
Now you fall! Shall be done. Let's make this quick!
Oh look! My bruises form a pretty pattern. What now?
I shall do it. Very well. Come, let us end this!
Active violence is the solution. Sometimes.
Who comes? We were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart. Attacked. am I? Am I still in the wood? I see. What of the other hunters? I hope that they found safety. Though it seems unlikely. We tried our best, but too many. Pain!
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him. Thank the Maker we returned to the Dalish in time. He must have watched over this man.
Or perhaps his own gods were watching out for him.
And perhaps they just know the Maker by another name.
Believe what you wish. It seems to me that they should be thanking the Grey Warden more than some absent god. But who am I to judge?
Ma Sirenas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.